Hey guys, this week Mandalorian episode 1 just dropped. Let's get into it.
What is up, our beautiful nerds? Welcome back to Till the End of the Line podcast. I am Obi-Wan Kenobi here with
Kike.
That's right. He doesn't have a specific name, Star Wars name yet. As he said, we are here to talk about the Mandalorian season 3 today. We got Grogu joining us right here and BB-8. Welcome BB-8 to the family. So I mean, it just dropped this week. Mm-hmm. I saw it. I was digging it.
Yeah,
I liked
for sure.
The first episode. It was a solid premiere episode, I feel. What are your thoughts on it?
Eager to see what the future looks like. We got to see two different factions bringing in a youngling right at the beginning.
Yeah,
it's kind of cool. Started off a little weird. It's like, where's Mando at? And then he came.
So let's talk about that. So my initial thoughts to that scene. So we open up on this ceremony, and it looks like an initiation ceremony of someone becoming a Mandalorian.
Yeah.
I thought this was a memory of Mando becoming Mandalorian at first. That's how I saw it. And then he came in at the end in his ship. I'm like, clearly not a flashback. So we just see a youngling becoming Mando.
Yeah.
He looks like about anywhere from like 10 to 13 years old, right? Mm-hmm. Brought this question to mind. At what age do you become, or are you able to become a Mandalorian? Or is there not an age? What are your thoughts on that?
I don't think there's an age. I mean, if you're born into it, like your parents have.
Do you think that they do that? They breed within each themselves?
Well, I mean, I don't know. Yeah. I mean, I remember her saying the only people that can see your face is like your wife or your. That's it, really. Is your wife and
or
your children.
Yeah, or your fellow Mandalorian, right?
No, I don't think they share with each other either.
Yeah, they do.
I've never seen them take their helmets off around each other. I don't think that's how it works.
I mean, to be fair, we've only ever, as far as Mandalorian goes, we've only ever seen our Mandalorian. That's it. Besides the blue ones, I forget the names of the different groups. Yeah. Can you pull that up for us, please?
Yeah.
So, yes, I mean, that was my understanding that as long as you are Mandalorian, you're able to, take off your helmet amongst yourselves. Because I mean, how do you eat and stuff? Well, we saw that he literally takes it off to do that, but he has to be alone.
True.
So. I liked the initiation ceremony. I thought it was really, really nice to see that process. I thought it was really well done. And then we had that huge, giant alligator, like megalodon looking thing.
Oh yeah,
that was like sick, dude. And that thing was tough to take down. They were coming at it from the air, from the sea, the land. They were trying to take care of it, man. But yeah, so that was a nice opening action sequence. I felt, about that part. And we got to see the different styles of Mandalorian that there are. You got that big bulky guy with like the turret gun.
Oh, okay, yeah, I get what you're saying.
Yeah, you see some of them are flyers, some of them aren't.
Yeah. So
I like that,
and I think that's so their armor is based off of what they're able to salvage and buy and then build.
Okay, interesting.
So, right. I mean, the way Mando builds his.
Yeah, we saw that with him. Yeah, that's right.
He gets all that Beskar.
Yeah. Okay. So what it looks like is this season is going to be all about his journey to redemption. Yes. So I think that's what it's going to be following this season is just all about Mando and his journey through everything, his process of trying to become a Mandalorian again. I did have a quick question. So I know with the Mandalorian armor is that it's actually specifically assigned to someone when they get it. Their ownership, basically kind of like a title. So their name goes on in the armor, right?
Not their name. They have a symbol that they get tied to.
Right, but he was still able to see that was what's the bounty hunter's name? Boba Fett. He was still able to see through it that symbol was Boba Fett, that it belonged to him. He even said, like, he goes, you see my name here? Like,
yeah.
So it's literally assigned to a person, and it doesn't change. So my question is, because it's assigned to you, does that mean you keep it for life even if you aren't a Mandalorian? Because Mandalorian has been... He's already been... The title of Mandalorian has been taken from him. So how come he's still able to don the armor?
I don't think it's a title. Okay, so the armor is not directly tied to you being... He can't claim to be a Mandalorian.
That's what I mean by title. So, like, he can't like address himself as a Mandalorian. Like, he can't announce himself as a Mandalorian, right? Mm-hmm. So is that what they mean by you're no longer Mandalorian, and that's why he's still able to wear the armor?
Yeah, you just
okay.
I mean, the armor.
I was unclear about
Once it's yours,
that.
it's yours.
I was unclear.
You're gonna fight him to take it off? I doubt it.
Correct. Yeah.
You know what I mean? I just think he just can't follow, or he can if he wants to. And I think that's how different factions have been created.
And he can't be in a faction.
The clans. My bad.
The clan. Yeah.
So there's like
be in a clan.
The Eldar clan, the Kryza clan, the Rook clan, the Vizsla clan, the Saxon clan, and the Ren clan.
And do we know which one Armando was? What's his actual name? They was saying a lot.
Din Djarin.
There you go.
Din Djarin.
Din Djarin, or Pedro Pascal. Do we know what clan he was in?
I'm trying to figure out what clan she is. The girl that the one that made the armor.
Katie said, "Oh, okay." The big boss.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out what the hell. She has a name.
As everybody does. Okay.
So Bo-Katan is part of the Kryze clan. She's the one that's sitting in the altar. She is
who is played by Katie Sackhoff, the great Katie Sackhoff.
She is the sister of Duchess Satine, who is Obi-Wan's love interest. Nothing happened because of the Jedi Code and all that.
Yeah. The great Katie Sackhoff who's big sci-fi actress, almost exclusively. Like, she was on Big Bang Theory, but she was playing herself, so that doesn't count. But I've only ever seen her in sci-fi films. She might be like a niche type actress where she's comfortable doing sci-fi only. So she wants to stick with that. I don't know. I love her. as that Mando. I think she's playing that role great.
I'm trying to find these factions and I can't find them.
She was she had done other sci-fi works that are very space related. You found it?
Yeah. So it's Clan Mudhorn.
That's correct. The clan, yeah, I remember that now. Okay.
That they're part of, which is the one of the armorer.
That's why his symbol is that beast thing with the horns. Okay, makes sense.
And then the clan formed during the New Republic, and it was composed of Grogu. Oh no, I lied. Maybe spoilers.
All right. Well, let's not go over that then. Let's leave that for another episode.
Well, I mean,
down the line.
Yeah. This is I guess this is not. If you're a casual watcher of Star Wars like me, I did not dig into the comics like I did with Marvel. Okay. I've read some of Legends, not all of it.
Well, you get a lot of your knowledge based off of the animation part of Star Wars, correct?
Yeah. So Rebels, Clone Wars,
etc.
But they didn't really dig too much into Mandalorians.
Okay.
So it says that the clan Mudhorn was a Mandalorian clan formed in the New Republic. It was composed of Grogu, a Force-sensitive foundling, and a bounty hunter named Din Djarin, who served as the leader. So
it may be just talking about current the season of them or the series of the Mandalorian.
Yeah, and he might
be founding one in the future, a new clan.
Yeah, so the Mandalorian's clan signet was the skull of a Mudhorn, which was bestowed upon him by the armorer of the tribe. Okay. So, I guess it is Mudhorn. So I guess he's gonna lead this Mudhorn, Mudhorn, which is kind of cool.
He's already got the
Darksaber.
The Darksaber, so he can technically lead the clan that...
He can technically lead all Mandalorians, whoever yields that.
I mean, yeah. He's not that guy. He's very lone wolf.
Yeah.
But, so I want to talk about that a little bit. Well, first, so we see him go back to, I forget the name of the town, or the name of the place that he went back to. But we get to see a returning character. Chubbs is back. Got to see him again. I like him in this.
Hands. Oh yeah, agreed.
I like him in this role.
He's playing like that mayor role.
Yeah, I like him in this role. He's doing solid, and he is a badass dude. Mm-hmm.
Quick draw.
Yeah, quick draw, dude.
Shot him right
quick
in the
draw McGraw. Yeah, man, he was sick with that blaster.
I wonder who that big pirate is. So, the one that was calling the shots in the big.
I was getting huge Pirates of the Caribbean vibes off of that whole thing.
Oh, yeah. They look like the people from Davy Jones's Locker.
Yes, yeah, dude, that's what I was seeing.
Yeah, that's what they like, especially the first one that we seen, and with the way the face looked and all that.
Yeah, and then we had the dude who's basically like
the Flying Dutchman. The Flying Dutchman is what I meant to say.
The seaweed guy.
Like,
he was looking all seaweedy. Yeah. So I can't believe that's the last of them that we're gonna see. They've got to be in more episodes this season. I can only imagine. Okay. You know what I did love? My favorite thing about Chubbs is, did you notice his cape has two robots on wheels holding them?
Yeah, I was watching
that. Is awesome.
She's like, "Are those? Oh, that's so cute."
That's the most adorable.
The little droids, yeah.
Yeah, that's the most baller move you could have. Is like, yeah, you see those droids? They're specifically for my cape. Yeah. He's like, I can't let it touch the ground. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, that was
honestly,
the coolest
that's pretty
thing.
cool.
That is the dopest thing, dude.
I found some cool new things about the Mandalorian.
All right, go for it. Yeah, let's hear it.
The Mandalorian factions. So the Mandalorian Crusaders, those were the first ones. Then the Neo Crusaders, and then after that, this is all before the Battle of Yavin. Okay. So this is before anything really kind of blew up.
Okay. So we're talking about history.
Yeah.
Here. Okay.
I don't even know how to say this. Acolyte. How do you say that? Acolyte. Acolyte.
Yeah.
There's two eyes. Whatever. This is also before the Battle of Yavin, which people, if you don't know, Battle of Yavin is like the big battle that turned everything around and
basically the birth of Star Wars in a sense.
Yeah, and when the Empire took over.
The stories, anyway, of Star Wars. They were established before it, but this is where like our stories take place, or George Lucas's story, like basically stems from that point in time.
Yeah. And then as we get closer to the Battle of Yavin, in 60 BBY.
That sounds very Hebrew.
Yeah. As we get closer to the Battle of Yavin, this is where the Mandalorians start to break off, and then we have the true Mandalorian, and then we have the Death Watch.
Sick.
And the Death Watch is what Bo-Katan and her crew is part of. That I know. And then the true Mandalorians break off, and then do the Mandalorian Protectors, and then the old Mandalorians.
Okay.
The old Mandalorians, I think, are what you would classify Din Djarin's whole clan.
That rescued him?
Correct. Yes. Because they're very close to the old ways of the Mandalore.
Where you're not able to remove your helmet and no one can see your face, right? And you know,
a very strict, more like what's the word I'm looking for? I don't know. Like where Catholicism is like really, really strict, and then Christianity is a little different.
Like the Vatican Catholicism.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So that's just how that religion works. And then the Death Watch is more radical and changes with times. And the closer they get to the Battle of Yavin, they actually break apart again and become the Shadow Collective, which is like 3 different factions of where they kind of, this part I know, where they kind of like work with each other, amongst each other, and they're 3 different factions, kind of like how Wakanda has different tribes.
Oh, got you. Okay.
Similar to that, they don't have one king that runs it
back to Marvel's. All
right. Well, it was just a reference.
Yeah.
Where they break up to the Imperial super commandos, and then they have the Death Watch, and then the Mandalorian Resistance, and they all kind of work somewhat collectively. But then, you know, someone gets power hungry and things happen.
As always. All right, nice. That's some good
so
info,
then I think,
some good history there.
Yeah, and I think that's pretty much.
Let's pause the Mando talk for just a second.
Okay.
We skipped over our question of the day.
Oh, shnikes.
So yeah, let's do that question of the day really quick. I have one. It is Star Wars based today, so we're not gonna stray too far from Mando. My question to you, sir, is: let's get in the mindset that Star Wars is real. Ooh. Okay.
Fun.
What would you think that you would be in the Star Wars universe? Would you be a Jedi? Would you be in the First Order? Would you be a Sith? Would you be a Mando? I know exactly. What would you be?
So basically a gray Jedi. So what a gray Jedi is they embody the dark side and the light side of the Force, where they realize both can't work without each other. Very similar to how Ahsoka Tano. She never was considered a gray Jedi, but she's the closest that we've seen, or at least that you would know. Because before there was two different factions. There was one that fought solo and just kind of did their own thing. They also had their own temple, and people followed them. Some did go to the Jedi side. Some did come from the Jedi side. Some did go to the dark side. Some came from the dark side. Mm-hmm. So the Grey Jedi were just those that lived in between, that understood the balance between both. Kind of like,
yeah, I can understand that. It's kind of like what's the political party? What's the political party that's always like they're very outside of like Democratic and Republican? They're like I forget the term. I forget the name of it. But anyway, so yeah, I understand what you're saying. So that's what you would want to be a Grey Jedi?
Yeah, because I don't think.
So what is it about that attracts you?
Just realizing that they both don't exist without each other. Like, as much as the dark side had their points in there, like
that's very yin and yang of you.
Yeah,
which
like
is
there's
a huge part of you as a person.
Yeah,
so
they have to have balance, and like, I don't know.
Thanos said it best.
Yeah. There's always balance, and like, what's the quote that I'm looking for? I think Ultron. Back to whatchamacallit, but Ultron said it.
Always come back to Marvel.
Ultron said it, and he's like, men of peace create engines of war.
Oh yeah.
And it just without you can't have one or the other.
You cannot. With every action, there's an opposite and equal reaction.
Yeah.
So it's always that's just the laws of reality. Yeah. Honestly.
Yeah.
So I want to throw it over. Oh, sorry. Final thought.
Go ahead.
Oh, I want to throw it over to the producer. Ask her what she would be if she it. Yeah. You
in Star Wars.
The only producer we have. in Star Wars universe. You as a person, which path would you follow? Would you be Jedi, Sith, Mandalorian? Would you be a bartender? What would you do?
Or a pod racer.
I like the whole Mandalorian thing.
You would be a Mando?
Yeah. That's pretty cool.
Hot.
I mean, I don't.
So, I would. Okay. Ever since I've been a fan of Star Wars, I've always like, dude, I'd totally be a Jedi. I love the Jedi Order. There's everything about it. They're the good guys. They're there to keep the peace. For the most part, yeah. I mean, you have some of your stray guys and stuff. I mean, you also have some bad guys that aren't into just domination and they just want things a certain way, and it just happens to go against the Jedi Order.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I've always been, and I feel like I'm that type of person that would want to protect people and want to do the right thing, but and I mean, just those lightsabers are just sick as hell, man.
I mean, yeah.
I gotta wield that thing. Yeah, but anyway, cool. So I've always been like that. Then here comes Mando, showing me how sick they do stuff. I'm kind of torn, man. Yeah. Can I be a Mando that wields a lightsaber? Like,
I mean, the first Mandalorian was a Jedi. That's where the Darksaber came from.
Interesting. All right.
So yeah, the first leader of the Mandalorian was a Jedi. That's why they have the Darksaber.
So then I'm gonna go with I would be a Jedi turned Mandalorian. I'm gonna go with that answer.
There you go.
I would say my first formidable years, I was a Jedi.
Actually, I think he was a Mandalorian first that became a Jedi. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Either or, as long as I can do both, I will take it.
There you go.
All right, so that was our question of the day, guys. Sound off in the comments. We love hearing from you guys. We had a few people comment on our last episode telling us their favorite moments.
Oh, nice.
And they actually covered some moments that we didn't. What? So I absolutely love that. Thank you guys for commenting. We hope more of you guys do. But today, please drop a comment. Let us know who you guys would want to be, or who you guys are just fans of in that world. Even, you Sith people out there, drop a comment. Let us know you guys, people? What Sith Lord you would be. You know what I mean? So yes, that was our question of the day. All right, so back to Mandalorian. One thing about this episode that I absolutely loved is that we're getting to see how close them two are now.
Oh, sorry.
What are you doing?
Shut up.
We got a computer just malfunctioning over here.
No, it wasn't supposed to make noise, but it
just
did.
Mute your key on the keyboard. Just mute.
True story.
Hello.
My bad. I just wanted to read the comments.
Oh yeah. So yeah, I really like how it's showing how close they've gotten. Like you see it in the ship when he's in hyperdrive. Is that what it's called? Hyperdrive, right?
Yeah, hyperdrive.
When he's in hyperdrive and Mando's knocked out at the wheel, and then Grogu's looking and he sees some kind of like whale-looking thing.
Yeah.
Right? So then,
do you know what that is?
He gets scared and he just crawls right under Mando's arms and is just snug in there. It was the most adorable thing I'd ever seen.
Yes, and they're whales. They are whales.
They are whales.
They are time jumping whales.
Oh, sick!
I remember I talked about Ezra Breach or Ezra. I forget what his name is. Ezra, he's a Jedi that goes missing, and I think that's going to be the plot story in the Ahsoka series.
Oh.
Yeah, so General Thrawn and Ezra disappear with these time-jumping whales. And
like that's riding them or what?
Yeah, it's like this big battle. I don't want to spoil too much of it because you haven't seen any of it. But it ends with them disappearing, and we don't know what the hell happened to them. It's never been explained. They've never been found yet.
So you think this story is going to unfold in Ahsoka?
Yes, that's why we saw those whales in the time jumping.
So you think it's Easter egg in it right now?
Yes, that's absolutely what it was.
Because it held on frame for a while on those guys, and I saw it as they were just showing that he feels incredibly safe with Mando.
True.
I see this as a father-son relationship.
Yeah.
Full on 100%. I think Grogu is there for Mando. Mando is there for Grogu. There's no separating these two. Also, loving his new baby carriage thing.
What do you mean?
His little pod. Looks sick now. Have you seen it? It looks nice and sleek. It's like dark. It's like gray, like a dark gray.
Oh, yeah.
It looks very nice. It looks like very sleek now, very slim. It looks like it looks a lot cooler now.
I feel you.
It looks like it's not. It doesn't.
And
look
it's completely open
anymore
now, right?
No, I think it closes still.
No. But yeah, but it's open now. Before it was more of a carriage, and it had like a dome behind.
Correct. It. Oh, to be fair, he was younger.
He's 50 years old. He's the same old.
No, but he was younger then when he got him. When he got him, he was still considered a baby. They kept calling him a child.
But he's not.
Correct, but to them he is.
Oh, right, because of his size.
Yeah, correct. And
I mean,
I think he relatively is still a child, even in his race. That age it's nowhere near an adult.
No.
Look how long Yoda
lived. Yeah, they lived long lives. But so, the point I'm making is like it's 50 years old. It's the same age as Anakin, as Darth Vader. They were already confirmed that they're the same age. They were younglings at the same time.
Interesting.
So even though Anakin joined it at like an older age, Grogu's been around since.
What do you mean joined at an older age? They took him as a kid.
Yeah, but they're supposed to start younger than 9 years old.
Are they really?
Yeah, that's why the council didn't want to train him because he was too old to become a Jedi. Because he was
little did they know.
Yeah, and like only reason they did it was because it was Qui-Gon's dying wish, and he's like, "Hey, this is his wish." I gave him my word.
That's true. The other thing about Grogu I wanted to point out was it seems that he's gotten a handle on his powers now, on his force powers. Spinning in the chair like a kid would do. Swear to you, my kids have done this to me. I'm at a place of business. They get in something that moves and they're just spinning. Why is that a kid thing? I don't know, but God bless him.
It's like Skittle.
He's been a Skittle. Eating it. Literally what my daughter would do. 1,000%
Well,
something.
maybe not force-wise, but grab.
No, but she would if she had force powers, you best believe she'd be using it for that.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, I mean, I like that they're kind of touching on it now. I hope we get to the point where we could really see him use his force powers, as far as like fighting.
And he's walking more steady too.
He's not like.
It's not a total wobble.
Yeah,
now he's
like,
walking a little normal.
Yeah,
he's a little tiny waddle.
It's the cutest thing watching him walk.
Hell yeah, it
I
is.
could literally watch an entire episode of just camera on him.
They should do like you know how they did the Groot series.
Oh, that'd be cute.
Do like
Grogu?
a little Grogu series.
That'd be cute.
Yeah.
Yeah, I doubt they'll do it, but yeah.
Why not?
I mean, they're not in Star Wars has never been. No, I take that back. Yeah, they could do that. I was gonna say that they're not really into shorts, but then they literally have a whole animation shorts on Disney, and I was like, wait, never mind, I seen it. Okay, so what are your thoughts on his new ship? I personally love it.
Yeah,
I think it's
dope.
the best one he's had so far. Never liked the way the Razor Crest looked. It was too bulky. It was oddly shaped, and like where the cockpit was weird. Like, I don't know.
But you gotta think about it. It's a ship
big.
It's a ship of a bounty hunter. So bounty hunters have space so that they can keep their bounty. Yeah, all that stuff.
Fair point.
That's what it was. So it was his home, an armory.
So,
it was
it was stocked. It was nice and stocked. I will give you that. Like, as far as like being, his home essentially, it was solid.
Yeah, and it's significant that every Mandalorian that we've known has a pretty dope ass ship.
Yeah.
Boba Fett, he has that dope one that he has to like sit in upside down and then like raise it.
Yeah. His is pretty nice. Yeah.
So like, and then the whole what's it called? Bo-Katan, and how it like comes up and then flies.
Yeah.
Hey, whatever. But it works,
Yeah, it does.
I don't know how aerodynamic that would be. I feel like it would. Like it's not.
I've never once questioned aerodynamics when it comes to Star Wars. Everything's just so weirdly shaped.
Well, except for the Starfighters and the
TIE Fighters?
And the TIE Fighters, yeah. No, they're called Starfighters, aren't they?
No, they're TIE Fighters.
No, the one. What's the one? Oh, the X-Wing. That's what I'm looking for. The
X-Wing. Oh, that?
Yeah.
I would have never gotten there.
I don't know.
Starfighters, I'm like, what is that?
No, yeah.
I thought you were talking about something else.
But the TIE Fighters they're shaped that way too because they cut through like the air. So it's easier for them to cut corners quicker. And Anakin was the one that developed those things.
Yeah, I see X-Wing fighters as more of like fighter jets.
Yeah.
Like our fighter jets, they're designed that way.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I mean,
well, where this skeleton of this ship came from, right? The fighters on Naboo from the episode 1.
Okay.
The yellow fighters that Anakin flies.
Oh, right.
That's what that is. It's an abandoned one essentially that they picked up, and she scrapped it. That body.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, I remember what you're talking about. Yeah,
she I think she even says it.
She says it. Yeah, she clearly states it. Yeah.
So,
and then he's like, "What?" And she goes, "No, trust me. This thing."
And then she put that other engine on there.
Can we just talk about her for a second? I freaking love that character.
Yeah, she's cute.
I love that actress. She's so funny, dude. Have you seen her in other stuff? Yeah. She's hilarious, dude. Yeah. I forget her name, but she's so funny. I can't wait to see her again.
Yeah.
Every season.
I hope
I'm looking for. We do. We do. Cool, she's already been in trailers and stuff.
Oh, perfect.
She's always like, may the force be with you, and dealing with her robots and stuff. So cute.
So I have a question.
Yes, yeah.
Who's Booty Basher?
Booty Basher? What?
Yeah, it says you guys. I've been saying this for the longest. You guys need to be patient. I've never expected to hear this early. To appear this early.
What? What are they talking about?
I have no idea. Oh, about Fantastic Four. Now I see now.
Oh, so they're saying for us to be patient on Fantastic
this is not
Four?
our... I thought it was our...
That's not even our freaking podcast.
I clicked on the wrong one.
How about you get off the line for a second, take a breather, and then you get back on the line with me? How about that one?
Who the fuck is Booty Basher that follows?
That's what I was going to say. I was like, do we have a new subscriber? Hello, Booty Basher. Shout outs. Which, by the way, awesome name.
I guess.
That's going to be my new password for shit. Booty Basher. That is hilarious.
Like ass-tastic?
Ass-tastic. Swear to you, when we buy a house and we get an alarm system, that's our password. I don't care what you say.
All right, well, whoever doesn't,
Fantastic.
you guys don't know.
I'll have numbers behind it because I know you freaking thieves out there listening. But I will have numbers behind it. But like, Astastic has to be my home security
so that's
system password.
my phone's hotspot password with numbers behind it too. So the other day we were in the car and my girlfriend's hotspot wasn't working. She was like, "Babe, hook them up." I was like, "All right, cool." And she's like,
"What's the kids?"
No, I told her.
Oh my god!
So I took the phone.
To tell your kids Astastic.
And she's like, "I'm like, all right, Astastic." Gotta put it. She's like, "Is that your password?" I was like, "Yeah." She's like, "Oh my god."
I mean, I wouldn't expect anything less from you, sir. Anything less. All right, I do have 2 questions for you.
What's up?
What characters? Now, this is solely your opinion.
Okay.
What characters would you like to see in season 3 of Mandalorian? Whether it be returning or introduced in season 3.
Returning or introducing. I would like to see. Okay, so remember earlier I was talking about the factions, how they all broke up and stuff like that, and then someone wanted power, and then things fell apart. At one point, Darth Maul is leading the Mandalorian, and I would love to see Darth Maul again. We know he's alive.
Shout out Ray Park. Love that dude.
Oh yeah, absolutely. He was a stunt double for the longest, and got a break there. And
he's Darth Maul.
He's Snake Eyes.
He's Snake Eyes. He does so much. I mean, his lightsaber wielding is phenomenal. Let me take that back. His staff wielding ability is top notch. Like some of the best out there. His stunt work alone, amazing. I am 100% behind you in that. I would love to see Darth Maul.
Yeah.
The last time we saw him, we thought he was dead.
Rogue?
Turns out he's not. No, we saw him in Solo.
Oh, Solo.
At the end of Solo.
Well, if you watched Clone Wars.
Yes, I know. No, actually, I did know that from Clone Wars, actually. But I'm saying the last time we seen him was in Solo.
Correct. The most recent time we've seen him.
Yeah. What did you think about Solo, really quickly?
I liked it.
I did. I enjoyed it. Honestly, I thought the actor did a good job as playing a young Solo.
Han, yeah.
I thought the way he got his name was weak as shit.
Language.
But I mean, you're by yourself? Solo. What the hell? Lazy? Like Deadpool said, that's lazy writing. You know what I mean? They could have came up with something way more clever than that.
Agreed.
I mean,
whatever. It is what it is.
Let's move it on.
Yeah.
All right. So Darth Maul would be
just a nod to him, or just like, because he has a big history, because he yields a Darksaber too at some point, and he ends up fighting Palpatine with the Darksaber.
Okay.
Oh wait, no, I'm thinking about this.
I would love, since we're starting to see more video games coming along.
Is Obi-Wan alive? Because Lucas. Oh, we won't see.
At this point, yeah.
Okay, I lied. We won't see Darth Vader.
Darth Maul?
Darth Vader. Or Darth Maul.
Darth Vader. Holy shit.
Can you imagine? Darth Vader. If anyone can find a clip of Darth Vader, that'd be cute.
Oh my god.
Just
okay, go ahead.
His trailer hitch.
The toe hitch?
The toe hitch, yeah. Is
the lightsaber? I'm freaking dead. Okay.
Oh god.
All right. So with this whole,
gotta throw that picture up if we find it when we post this.
If
video.
we ever do, we'll post it on our Instagram. I swear
think
to
producers
God.
over there already.
Any Photoshop experts out there, we got a job for you. Just do a whole Cars Star Wars edition.
Yeah,
that'd be amazing. Anyway,
right, but so back to debunk what I was just saying. I don't think it'll work because timeline wise, Maul's already dead because Obi-Wan killed him this time.
Right, correct.
So,
well, no, he's technically dead, but we could see him with his robotic legs.
He finished him off. Like, so in Rebels, they have a final. They're on. What's the world with two suns? Tatooine. They're on Tatooine,
okay.
And he's like, it's an older Obi-Wan. He's like, "What are you here for? You're retiring." Da da da. And he's like, "Wait, you're here to protect somebody. You're protecting someone, aren't you?" And then Obi-Wan still is just like straight face holding his lightsaber, not saying nothing. And then they duel it out, and then he stabs Maul, and Maul's like, "Oh." And then he falls. He's like, "Tell me, he's the chosen one?" He's like, "Will he save us?" And he's talking about Luke. So he dies.
Maul is asking Obi.
Yeah, and he dies in Obi's arms, and it's a pretty scene. It's an emotional scene. Like,
I gotta watch that.
Yeah, just the clip alone is fine. It's great.
All right.
And then when he dies, he's like, will he do like? He says something along the lines of like, do basically what we couldn't do, bring balance to the Force, and is he the chosen one? And he's talking about Luke.
Interesting.
It's a great dialogue, the whole thing.
Okay.
But Obi-Wan's dead already at this point because Luke is alive and training. So never mind.
All right. Well, either way, no. The question was, who would you like to see? That's who you would like to see. That's fine. I would like, since we're getting into this whole video games coming into like live action series or movies, blah blah blah. I think it'd be cool to see, the character. I'm blanking on his name, but the character in the Last Jedi games, in the new Jedi game, who he's the guy. The actor is from Shameless.
Oh, that plays Joker in Gotham too.
Yeah. Your brother's big fan of his. Cameron, is it Cameron?
Cameron
Moynihan or no? Something. Cameron something.
I don't remember. But yeah.
Can you look that up, producer, real quick? Because I wanna get his name correct. I'm a big fan of his. Everything he does, I think he does a great performance in. I think he's a really good actor.
Absolutely.
I would like to see his character come into like cross paths with Mando, and then I also want to see a little bit more of the different factions of the Mandalorian.
Well, I think we're gonna.
Which I think we're. Yeah, that's what I was gonna get to. I think we're gonna see that because he's making his journey to Mandalore.
Yeah.
So, what is the name?
Cameron Riley
Monahan.
Monahan.
See, I knew it. I said Moynihan, but Monahan, yeah.
Yeah. That'd be nice. He's pretty powerful. He's kind of somewhat of a self-taught Jedi, a little bit too. But yeah, that sounds dope. That'd be cool.
I'd like to see that.
I don't remember. I vaguely remember what his storyline is, but he's like playing double sides, isn't he? In the game, that character.
Absolutely not.
No. Which is the one? There's a Jedi in that game that plays double sided, where he's like playing as a bad guy, but he's actually a good guy.
So no, his character in the first game. I haven't bought the second game. It's on my list to get, but I think I'm gonna wait till I get my PS5 to get that game. I think visually it'll look a lot nicer. Anyway, yeah, no, in the first one he's hiding the fact that he's a Jedi, and then it's forced. Yeah, and then it's forced to pursue, to pursue something, and then he starts just outright as a Jedi, and he starts wielding different abilities as a Jedi, and just getting into becoming a full Jedi.
Okay.
I think that's why it's called The Last Jedi. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, or no. It's the what is it? The Jedi, the Fallen Order, or something like that.
Something like that. But I know what you're talking about.
Yeah. So I would like to see that.
Okay.
I think we're gonna see different.
Cal Custis.
Thank you. Fuck.
Cal Custis. Yeah.
Yes, you got it. We got it. So yeah, Cal. I think I would love to see him cross paths with the Mando. I don't know time wise if that works.
Yeah.
Simple way to solve that is he time jumped. Anyway,
No, I don't want Star Wars to get involved with like time jumping.
Yeah,
like,
right. So, I mean, it is a thing. So that's an explanation of it. But anyway, yeah, you're right. But
because that means everything what DC is right now in that moment of fucking.
Oh, with the Flash, yeah.
Yeah, time jumping. Marvel's in the multiverse, like.
So all right. So building on that question, which I kind of already answered it, but who do you think we're gonna see? What other characters do you, so also reoccurring or new, what characters do you think we're gonna see this season? So we already said we think we're gonna see more factions.
Yeah.
We know we're gonna see some Jedi. We don't know in what aspect, whether it's a throwback or like a memory or I think I think we talked about that. We think it's Order 66 that we're seeing, right?
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm. So it's Grogu, more of the day of the Order 66. So we might find out
what
who
happened
saved
to
Grogu.
Yeah, and our thoughts are Ahsoka, right? No, because she had just met him when she's seen him, correct?
No, she knew who he was already.
Did she?
Yeah.
So maybe,
but she wasn't a Jedi when Order 66 happened. She already had resigned from the Jedi Order.
Oh, okay.
She already had resigned, so she hasn't been a Jedi in years.
Yeah, I know she did step away for a while
because she was wrongly convicted, and then the Jedi didn't see it, and then finally she was deemed like not guilty, but she's like, you guys should have seen this and believed me from the beginning, like, and then that's why I said I'd like to be a gray Jedi, because there's a lot of fault in what the Jedi do.
Agreed. There is.
They follow their cult, or their way to the T too much, where it's blinding, and you can hurt a lot of people that way.
See, and
it's almost naive, or not naive. It's ignorant.
It is, and
no, ignorance is you don't know. Naive is you know, and you still are.
You're still choosing your to believe a certain way. Yeah. See, so this is the thing that I love about Star Wars. I want to be like very like real about Star Wars. So, I've been a fan of this, and one main reason is it's a sci-fi, world and stuff like that, and it's all make believe. But the brilliant thing about Star Wars that George Lucas did is that he pulls from real aspects of life.
Yeah, he
pulls from politics. That's basically what the Sith and the Jedi Order are. You could say is Democratic Republican Party. You know what I mean? The Senate, they have a literal Senate. Like, he pulls from real world problems, and like he involves it in the story. I mean, that's what I love the most about Star Wars.
More of like a Hitler figure, or like
or that. You know
Russia,
what I mean? Yeah, exactly.
Dictator.
But like you get to see different political ways on different planets.
Yeah,
and they really dive into that. Like, what's Leia's adopted family? The
Organa family?
Yeah, you could see that more as like not a dictatorship, but like a queen, like a monarchy, right?
No, they don't have a king there.
Is that no? I'm not saying that literally, but it's kind of like that where them two reside over everything.
No, they have an area that they represent.
Is that what it is?
Yeah, that's more of a.
Oh, so that's kind of like a
They're like a governor of that sector.
What's the word I'm looking for? Where they're, I'm blanking on it, but it's like you're not a president or something, but you're like in charge of that area. It's escaping me. It's on the tip of my tongue. Remember Kingsman? What's the lady that they took against the world that this guy winds up marrying? What is she? Like a duchess, right?
Yeah.
So, but what's there's a term for that. It's annoying the hell out of me.
The only thing that's on my mind is like prime minister, but it's
thank you. Well, that's it. Yeah.
Oh shit!
Prime minister. Oh my god. Damn you, why are you holding that? So they're like a prime minister, correct?
Yeah.
So, and that's what I like is that you get to see these different ways of life, but just represented in a really cool way, science way, make believe,
sci-fi way, yeah.
Yeah, so I mean that's what I really like, and so the other side is sabers and
that's close
force.
to a. So yeah, it's a political sci-fi. Is what it is. Yeah, it's a political.
Essentially, the definition of Star Wars is a political sci-fi. Yeah. Is what it is.
I mean, yeah.
So and that's one of the main things I love about it is like, oh, it's relatable stuff. You know what I mean? Like it's really the only politics I'm interested in.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's a political sci-fi that has, I think it sheds light on the negative ways of being so radical with a religion.
Absolutely.
With like, they have basically a space Jesus with, Darth Vader,
Space Jesus.
Well, he was born of the Force, you know what I mean? She didn't conceive him. That's what Anakin is. I mean, yeah, and that's what Anakin is. He's a space Jesus.
Space Jesus is the funniest thing I've ever heard. Space Jesus.
All right, Nadia, when you watch this video, tell him I'm not crazy, because there's a lot of people that use that term of space Jesus.
I just think that is the most hilarious.
I can't believe that's the first time you've seen that.
I've heard. I might have heard it before. I'm pretty sure I have. That is just fucking hilarious.
That's what Anakin is.
Who's Space Moses? Obi-Wan?
Moses? Jesus.
Or Qui-Gon?
Qui-Gon, more like, yeah, Qui-Gon would be Moses.
Who's Space Noah? We're just gonna run through the Bible right now and assign characters of Star Wars, biblical characters.
Jesus.
God, I love doing this podcast. All right. So those are the questions I have. What are your thoughts on the first episode? What do you give the series so far? Let's you know what? Let's do that. Let's pause for a second. Let's do our rating of the series so far.
Oh, the first two episodes, seasons.
First 2 seasons of The Mandalorian. What are you giving it?
A 5. 5 stones easily.
5 stones.
I mean, I don't think
I'm at 6. I'm giving it a Mandalorian series on Disney Plus 6 stones. Everything about this show I love.
Agreed.
The writing is fantastic.
Yeah.
Cinematography's brilliant. Yeah. Storyline's awesome. It's engaging. Every episode, there's never a lull in the episodes. Literally definition of 6 stones for me. Okay. As far as TV shows go. For me. And for me, it checks off every box of a TV series. It keeps the story moving along every episode. Yeah. It's got vital characters. So, Jon Favreau has said that The Mandalorian is going to be canon for the Star Wars universe.
Yes.
So, he hasn't even written an ending because there isn't a storyline to this. Right. He takes it season by season. They've already written season 4 or writing it. So, sky's the limit for The Mandalorian. You know, agreed. I think so many stories, movies, etc., can stem from it.
Agreed. Well, we got the
Ahsoka series coming.
Ahsoka series. You got the Boba Fett.
Yes, we already have Boba Fett. Season 1 came from it.
What else do we get from it?
Nothing yet.
Nothing.
Those were the only
Andor
stories.
Was technically either.
Yeah, that was from Star Wars. Before. That was from Star Wars itself. Yeah. So I mean, I'm excited to see what comes. Hey, all right, let's go. 40 minutes. Good job, dude. All right, we're getting there, guys. We're getting there. Very nice. Nicely done.
Drink a really large Red Bull now.
We have already established Red Bull and hot chips is your get you going meal of the day.
Yeah, it also makes me take a huge dump.
I didn't need to know that, sir.
Well, they all know.
TMI.
You all know now.
So
guess what I'm
doing? You're
gonna
start getting care packages of just Red Bull and hot chips.
Oh, this would be awesome. I love you guys so much.
Well, there you go. If you guys want to get on his fan club,
the Frito-Lay, if you want to sponsor us,
right,
and send over some extra hot Cheetos.
The admission to Kike's fan club is just one can of Red Bull and a bag of hot chips. That's all he has.
Okay. Hey, Red Bull, you too. I'll drive that little Red Bull Mini Cooper.
I would drive the hell out of that thing.
Say
Are
less.
you kidding me? That thing's
Say
awesome.
less. If that thing's full with Red Bull, with like a little, like a hydro pack.
Could you imagine if the Red Bull is the gas for it?
Oh, damn. Dude, that's genius. That's genius. You know how cheap that would be?
Yeah. But anyway, we're done.
This is why we do this, guys. We get to have fun.
Yeah, man.
Once this gets to the point where like this is our life every day, hey, why not? You know?
I can't wait for that. Please make that a possibility for us. That's our dream. So what else do you want to talk about as far as Mandalorian goes?
I think this first as much as you say it's not. Mando's episodes are never like boring or anything. This one wasn't boring at all. It's not what I'm saying. It's just definitely just an intro filler episode.
It's a premiere episode in every aspect. Yeah. So there's gonna be I mean like there's no. It's not boring. There are low moments or like base moments. So like there's nothing exciting happening where it's just dialogue. But it's what I mean is like you're never just like I don't check my phone during the Mandalorian.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like there's never those scenes in the show. Yeah. For me anyway. I mean for some there might be people out there that hate The Mandalorian. They think it's a dumb show. I don't know.
Oh, I hope not.
Yeah.
No, I was just saying is like this episode didn't give us much for us to be like this is what I'm saying.
I just
true. Don't know.
That's true.
There's so much unknown.
Yeah. Well, I think what this episode was really about was just setting up the season as for like what this season is going to be about. Yeah. So it's established that he wants redemption. He wants to be a Mandalorian. It's what he is. So this episode was really just to state that, okay, this season is going to be about his trip to Mandalore and becoming a Mandalorian again.
Do you think he'll get his redemption?
Absolutely. I think so. You don't set up this storyline and you don't have him go through what he's going to go through to come up empty. Is it a possibility? Absolutely. I just don't see Favreau going that route.
Gotcha.
Because the show is The Mandalorian. You can't call a show The Mandalorian and then not be a Mandalorian.
Maybe he creates his own faction.
Oh, that's a fair point. Really? That the mud, whatever can. Yeah. Damn, now they're just rolling, aren't they?
Yeah. There were 30 cheeses.
But all right. So I mean, yeah. So that's a good point.
I think we haven't had a situation in any of the seasons where he failed. And something else that came out.
Yeah, because he did complete his quest with Grogu, and Grogu just decided to come back.
Exactly. Mm-hmm. And then like he's helped Boba Fett, and he's like
yeah, I like that he was on the last Boba Fett episode.
Yeah,
that was so sick. Did you see how they explained this girl's exit of the show?
Oh yeah, what did they say though?
They say that she became like a mercenary or something, or like a bounty hunter. No. She got recruited. Yeah, recruited. They said she got recruited. I was like, oh, that's a nice way to close her story.
And they still showed her too.
Where?
In the intro, like the recap.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I watched.
I missed that.
Yeah, in the recap.
I skipped through that.
Because Sandy hasn't seen the first episode.
For shame, Sandy.
She's gonna catch up. She's like, oh, cool. So she's like, they're releasing every week. She's like, so I can watch the first 2 seasons. And then catch
easily.
up. I was like, yeah,
easily.
Absolutely.
And they're not even like 20 episode seasons. They're like what, 8
or 9? Yeah. So she'll catch up.
Yeah. All right.
She's caught up already. Not like that.
That's right. And season 2 done. All right. All right. Is she? What are her thoughts? Or is she a fan of Star Wars? Really?
She's a fan of Baby Grogu.
Look at that, so girl of her.
Yes. The whole episode, she's like, "Oh, it's so cute,"
oh my
which she's
God.
not wrong. But I was like, okay,
you sit over there.
But then, what's cool? She's like, it's really cute to see you nerd out, because like I was like, oh, so this is happening. And she's like, oh, and we watched our most recent episode together too.
Okay.
Yeah, so she's like, oh, you're cute nerding out. I was like, dude, I love this shit.
Yeah, like, dude, like that's what I was saying. We just put out our favorites episodes playlist on the channel.
Yes.
So if you guys want to check out what our favorites are, check them out. My list is done. I got to work on his.
Yes.
His will be up by the end of today. But yeah, that was one of my favorite episodes to do, just because talking about our favorite moments, and there are so many moments.
Hell yeah.
We could probably do a part 2 to that. Like,
yeah, agreed.
You know what I mean? But yeah, I mean, it's always fun to just talk about what you love, like specific parts of what you love. You know what I mean? And then I like getting them, the viewers involved, and they told us. Like I said, some people already commented their favorite.
Yeah, I saw that. Someone said "No Way Home" when. Oh no, actually, didn't you say this one?
My wife, the producer, her favorite moment is Peter catching MJ. That was one of my favorites.
And the women all together fight.
Yeah.
Both of those were.
Both of those were on my top. Yeah,
nice.
So we both like those. And then my mother-in-law, who was the first comment, her favorite is in Avengers when Hulk is just thrashing Loki. Yeah. When he's like, I'm a god, and then he thrashes him. He goes, you puny god. My favorite part of that is just Loki.
His little grunt.
Yeah. Which I love the blooper too. He made us all laugh doing that.
And then when he gets up, when they finally come back, and then like they're all posing, he's like, I'll take that drink now.
Yeah. That's such a Loki line, right? Yeah. He's like, all right, I lost. Can I still have that drink at least? I'm in so much pain. But I like that they addressed that, and they had Tony Stark say, all right, you can all pose up a storm later. And feel free to clean up. But anyway, so let's wrap up The Mandalorian. I think it's going to be a good season. I think we're going to get deeper into The Mandalorian, deeper into the character.
The next Star Wars thing after Mando.
That I don't know.
Is it
I
Ahsoka?
don't even think they talked about it, honestly. Have they? Oh, no, Ahsoka is.
Yeah, is it?
Ahsoka is. Yeah, she's this year. It's coming out this year. Want to see summer? It's got to be, because it's going to be obviously after Mando season that's done. Does it not say?
It says Young Jedi Adventures TV series in May.
Young what?
So there's Star Wars Visions, Volume 2, which I'm not sure what the heck.
Visions is the anime Star Wars cartoon. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that comes out. Volume 2 comes out May 4th.
Okay.
Oh, nice. All of these come out. 2 of them come out on May 4th.
I'll throw this up for you guys to see.
It's on Force Day.
Okay. Oh.
Yeah.
They released something on Force Day?
Yeah.
Nice. What is it?
So Force Day is May 4th.
No.
May the 4th.
I know that. I said, what is that they're releasing?
Oh,
you honestly think I don't know what Force Day is? What is wrong with you?
Visions.
Oh.
And then so Visions Volume 2.
Speaking of which, hey, do you want to do like a Star Wars watch party on Force Day?
Very cool.
Let's
I'm
do
down
it.
with it. Yeah.
Let's do it. All right.
What does that fall on?
The actual dates?
Yeah,
like
the day of the week. Yeah.
Okay, check. Well, go ahead. Keep.
All right, cool. So then, so Young Jedi Adventures animated series that also comes out on Force Day,
animated.
And then later this year, Ahsoka, the TV series, and then Star Wars Skeleton Crew.
It's a Thursday.
Yeah, I was just
going to
say it's a Thursday.
Perfect.
So it's our day off.
Perfect. Yeah. And so I think in Skeleton Crew, which is going to be a TV series, I think that's the first time we're going to see General Thrawn.
Okay.
And General Thrawn is going to be... Well, I think he's going to be played by this character. What's his name? He was... You know who he is?
Can you make that... I can't really see the detail on his face. Oh, that's better. Oh, yeah. Wait, keep it closer. He was... Oh, man. I know where he's from. I can't place it, though. Was he a doctor in it? No. What's the actor's name? Give me the actor's name.
He was in... That's
is
funny.
that outside?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
He was old boy from Captain Marvel.
Do we have somebody pulling up to the Avengers facility?
Yeah,
Like,
right?
It sounded like Scott Lang's...
The van?
The van. We'll be right out, Scott. Give us 1 second.
What the heck is his name?
That's what I'm saying. Pull it up.
Oh, here you go. Skeleton Crew.
Jude Law.
There you go. Jude
Law.
He's
going to be a Skeleton Crew?
I think he's going to play Thrawn.
We'll see.
General Thrawn. He'd be a
Stay
badass
tuned
General
for that.
Thrawn.
You think so?
Yeah. Dude, like, I'll pull up a side-by-side of General Thrawn. Here.
What? Hey, was it Jude Law or Paul Bettany that did Legion? Paul Bettany, wasn't it?
Paul Bettany.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. Jude Law and Paul Bettany, I always get confused. Wasn't that a running joke on the Marvel movies with Paul Bettany?
That what?
That Mark Ruffalo would be like, oh look, it's like when Paul Bettany took off the Vision mask or the Vision makeup and stuff. They're like, oh look, it's Jude Law.
All right, what do you think? You don't think he can pull off Thrawn?
Oh, hands down, easily. Right? Yeah, he's got the structure for it.
The facial structure and everything.
Yeah.
I think he'd be perfect
I
for
see it. Send me those 2 pictures, please.
I got you.
Those 2 right now, yeah. So that way you guys can see what we're looking at.
It's easier if I text them too, but yeah, that's fine. I won't lose them.
Yeah, okay.
I'll keep it open.
Yeah, I like that. I think that would be a solid casting.
Right?
They're probably already on it, honestly.
I think that's what so he's already going to be in Skeleton Crew.
Oh, okay.
So I'm pretty
confirmed.
sure. I think that's what he's going to be.
That's his character?
Yeah. His character isn't confirmed, but that's what I think his character
No, but that's what your theory is that
yeah.
That's what he's going to play. Okay. Sweet. All right.
And then there's another one coming on later on. It's the Droid series, which I want. Interesting. I wonder what that's going to be about. I have no idea what that's going to be about. I mean, obviously droids, but come on, load. All right, here's more then. All right, so there's a Andor season 2 to be announced.
Really?
Yeah. So this is all the way through the end of the year. So Skeleton Crew is the last thing of the year. Andor TV series season 2. And there's another one called The Acolyte. Another TV series. Lando. I don't know what the hell.
Lando Calrissian.
Oh, Schneid. Okay, cool. But all right, now I know what you're talking about. And then
I knew that was coming. Do you remember the end of? Yeah, it was Rise of Skywalker. After they defeat the First Order ships, Lando's with the young girl that was an ex stormtrooper too, the one that was helping Finn.
Oh yeah.
He's with her, and then she's like, "Oh, I don't know where I'm from." He goes, "Well, let's find out." And then, so that's what that series is going to be about.
So he's going to be like mentoring her, kind of like
helping her find
that's
where
dope.
she comes from. Yeah,
that's cool. That's what's up.
All right, so we're getting Book of Boba Fett season 2.
Yeah.
Nice.
Well, we're getting a couple movies.
Hold up, Kevin Feige Star Wars movie? What?
I told you about this.
No, you said that he's a fan of Star Wars. You never said he's doing a movie, did you?
Develops. Yeah. So the first movie we're going to get though is by Taika Waititi. He's doing a Star Wars.
That I knew.
And we don't know what it's going to be about yet, but it's in development.
That I knew already.
And then there's a Star Wars Rogue Squadron movie.
Sick.
And then
that's going to be a flying movie.
Yeah, so there's a lot of movies coming up.
Sweet, man. About time.
Boba Fett. Yeah, absolutely. And then
because they closed off the Star Wars saga. I'm sorry. The Skywalker saga. Yeah. They just closed that off. So now they're rolling out the next saga.
You think they bring Rey back in it?
I hope to God they do.
Me too.
I love Daisy Ridley.
Yeah, I think she did a great job.
One of the most phenomenal actresses I've seen on screen.
And she was like very unknown until that movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I think she
did a great job. That was her first big break. Star Wars was her big break. Yeah.
I think she can be big. I think she can be big for the Star Wars franchise. And
she's still doing, I think she's doing more independent stuff right now. But yeah.
But this will be the first time Star Wars is led by a female.
Well, it was. And The Force Awakens was led by her.
Well, I know, but the story will revolve around her now. Like, the whole story revolves around...
Who is Rian Johnson? Because he's getting a Star Wars trilogy. Reportedly canceled. Oh
yeah, canceled. Never mind. Yeah, someone was like, if you want me, that guy's gone.
Oh, no.
They're like, say
that.
No, I have no idea. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. What? I mean, what Kevin says he gets, so that's how it happens.
I mean, there's no other way, sir.
Yeah.
This is the way.
Yeah, Kevin's the way.
Yeah.
Oh, my God. Can you imagine him leading like a Mandalorian faction?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I can see Kevin Feige doing whatever Kevin Feige wants to do. All hail Kevin Feige. But okay. That's cool, man. So I'm happy that there's going to be more Star Wars stuff coming out.
And it's not just like a blah. Like, all right, let's wait for the next movie.
It's not a filler thing. Yeah, it's actually interesting stuff. So, guys, stay tuned for that. We're going to be covering all those things coming out. We hope you guys stay tuned for that.
Next episode's going to be Last of Us, right?
Yes. We're going to be covering... So, we're getting to the end. We're getting to the end of it. So remember when we, just to talk about that for a tiny second, remember when we did the first episode and you're like, what am I looking forward to the most? These last 3 episodes is exactly what I was talking about. When, from the moment Joel gets shot, from that on till the end, hold on to your balls, sir, because they're about to just be blown clear off.
Jesus.
It is going to get so
You heard that, baby?
good. Well, you saw that, right? You saw the last episode, right?
Yeah.
Well, how good was it?
It was really good.
Yeah, so, dude, it just escalates from there. It's going to get so damn good.
It's crazy how she got bit. They both got bit. I wonder if she killed
And it happened the exact, to the T.
Yeah?
Almost, the only thing they did was they placed it differently on her hand where she got bit.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. But, yeah, so stay tuned for that episode. It's coming next week.
Yeah,
do you have any final thoughts on The Mandalorian Season 3?
I'm just going to make a bold prediction. I think we'll see, by the end of this season, we'll see Grogu in some Mando armor.
Stop it.
I feel like that's just...
That would be the most adorable little
It'd be
armor.
super marketable.
His little helmet. Pink. Come on.
Because like they started off with making clothes for a youngling in the very beginning, or making a helmet for a youngling.
And he turned away from becoming a Jedi.
Correct.
He just still has the Force abilities.
Yeah.
Do you see a Mando use the Force? What?
And maybe take on the Darksaber, if not make his own little saber.
I love it. Please.
Like a Beskar handle?
Yeah.
A Beskar like lightsaber handle? That'd be dope.
Yeah. Dude, I like that a lot.
Yeah.
I don't see it happening, but I really hope it does.
I hope so.
I really, really hope it does.
I'm going to look at the season 1 and season 2 of Mando and see how they started and see if the ending, it had anything to do with the ending.
All right. Okay. All right. That's a nice little hack. I like that. You know, we're gonna end on that note because I want the last visual of the viewers to be little Grogu in a little Mando suit. Remember that always. So that's going to do it for us today. I want to thank you guys for joining us once again and just lasting through our obnoxiousness and theories. We really appreciate every single one of your... Every time you click play, we really appreciate that. And all of our subscribers, we thank you guys for sticking with us and watching every episode. We love to do it. We hope you guys love watching. So that's going to do it for us today. May the Force be with you, and I am always with... No, I messed it up. I messed it up by saying may the Force May the force be with you, and I am with you
till the end of the line.
Hey,